Hello, Double Cross speaking.
Where are you? We're supposed to be recording another episode of This Week in Lethal Company.
I'm on my break.
First of all, I don't care. You don't get breaks. Get here now.
Hold on, I have a horse bet. Can you give me 5 more minutes?
I don't care about your horse bet. If you're disobeying me, there will be a price to pay. Remember what happened to Chicken Beater?
Flabsy, I'm done working for you. All of this. It's over. I'm leaving.
Oh yeah, I remember. Poor guy. I like that guy as well.
That's right. So if you don't want to end up like him, you better be here right now. Or else.
Alright, I'll be there in 10. Goodbye, boss. I hate my life.
The first model we're looking at today is Appreciating Assets by Team Zulian. This mod scales the scrap you collect with the moons that you go to and the quota, which allows you to find scrap that is worth more based on the quota that you have. Very good for higher quotas. As you can see, there are 10 objects outside the ship, but they total out a value of 1,050. This is very cool because experimentation doesn't usually have that much valuable objects. However, it does now due to the Appreciating Assets mod. The next mods we're looking at is the Weather Registry and the Weather Tweaks mod. First of all, the Weather Registry mod adds scrap multipliers, which multiplies the amount of scrap on a moon based on the difficulty of the weather. It also allows for custom weathers to be enabled. The Weather Tweaks mod adds several different types of weathers to your game, such as unknown weathers, questionable weathers, double weathers, and transitional weathers. Let's go through double weathers and transitional weathers. While we wait for Weather Tweaks to work its magic, let's test out another mod. This is the Bomb Collar mod. Attach it to your friends, you'll be able to use it to blow your friends up if they disobey you or the company. Isn't that right, Double Cross? As you can see, the weather has now changed to stormy, which is really cool, as we can see when we leave the facility. Honestly, really cool mod, definitely should be used and be played with more often. You can also use the mod Combined Weathers Toolkits by Zigzag to add names to the Combined Weathers. The next mod we'll be looking at is the Legends Weathers mod by Zigzag. This mod adds legendary weathers such as the Majora's Moon weather. As you can see, the Majora's Moon is slowly approaching us. And we have to move fast in the facility before it totally destroys the planet. If you don't like Zelda, or you think this is not vanilla enough, you can turn off the moon face and make it into a regular vanilla moon, or something like that. What the? Watch out, as they can throw tears at you, it seems. I'm not a big Zelda fan, so I don't know what any of this means, but it's really damn cool. Let's not stay for the finale, though. Let's get out of here. This mod also adds another weather called the Blood Moon, but I'll leave that to yourself to test it out. Overall, Legend Weathers is very cool, and it's adding more weathers as time goes on. So check it out now and see how you like it. The next mod we'll be looking at today is the Abandoned Foundry Interior mod. This mod adds a new interior, which is very vanilla and very interesting. Let's see what it's all about. The levers function as doors. As you can see here, we need a key to unlock it. Overall, a very interesting interior. I'll definitely be playing with it in the next time. The next mod we'll be talking about is the Colorful and Extra Enemy Variety mod. These mods add various colors to enemies throughout the game. such as these loot bugs having various colors to them, or the spore lizard having various colors to it, or this hydro deer and this spider having various colors as well. Overall, this adds much variety and immersion to the game, as not all creatures should look the same, they should have various colors to them. Next mod we'll be talking about.
took my house keys. Sorry.
The next mod we'll be talking about is the Hoarding Bud mod. This mod adds a very cool feature where hoarder bugs are now friendly to you and will now listen and jam to music. Overall very cool, and they will also collect scrap and bring it to the main entrance for you, which is honestly really cool and really fun. Honestly, this mod is very good, and you should probably try it out right now. The next mod we'll be talking about is a very cool mod and a very old mod. This is the Starlancer Enemy Escape mod. This allows enemies to escape through the main entrance to wherever you want them to, as seen here with these looting bugs. Any and all enemies can escape, including hydro deer, nutcrackers, and butlers, or even brackens. Overall, a very cool and interesting mod. I'll definitely be using it in the future. The next mod we'll be talking about is the Countdown mod. This mod adds a countdown to the game, which allows you to be able to have a cool way of knowing how long you have until the ship is going to leave. The mod also has compatibility with the Facility Meltdown mod, so definitely use it if you want to try it out. This is the Forsaken Rooms, a new interior for Lethal Company, so let's just test it out and see what it's all about. You can control the power from here. Very interesting. So overall, not a lot of tiles and not a lot of to do, but it is very cool and interesting, and I like the implementation of the beta elevator as well. So overall, this is a pretty good mod and a pretty good interior, so I would have to say, try it out for yourself. For the next mod, we need Double Cross to die, so can you please do that for us, Double Cross? This mod is the Spooky Company mod, and it adds sounds, as you can hear, to the game when you shout as a spectator. So right now Double Cross is shouting at me that I'm an idiot, probably, and so he is now trying to tell me something beyond the void. Overall, this mod is fine. It's pretty good for what it is, and it adds something cool to the game. So I guess it is pretty good, but it's just a little weird, I guess. So if this is your style, try it out. Personally though, I won't be using this. The next mod we're looking at is Mauve Weathers. This mod adds various weathers to the game, such as this, the cloudy weather. This doesn't really do anything, it just really adds a different skybox to the game, and it's more of an atmospheric thing than anything, but it does multiply your scrap when used in tandem with weather registry, so overall it's really cool. On the other hand, the blackout weather adds a new weather that is really cool and really dangerous. This weather blacks out all lights in the surrounding area, causing you to be unable to view anything without a flashlight. The next mod we'll be taking a look at is Beanie's Furniture mod. This mod adds various furniture to the game, such as these, as well as their own pocket rooms. Which one should we check out first, Double Cross? This is the garden. This is the pool rooms, And finally, this is the basement. The next mod we're talking about is the Lethal Elements Theta mod. This mod is a big one, so lock in as we go over all the weathers that this mod adds. First of all, this mod adds a solar flare weather, which will cause your monitor to become disrupted. It also causes Aurora Borealis on moons that are snowy. Can you breathe that in, Double Cross? That is the toxic smog weather, also from Lethal Elements Theta. Oh god. Someone brapped all over the place. Be careful. If you walk into the clusters, you'll take a little bit of damage. And your vision will be blurred.
Got the incredibly gassy planet.
Huh?
Incredibly gassy planet.
That is an incredibly gassy planet, yes. The blizzard and snowfall weathers add snow to what maps that otherwise wouldn't have it. Such as this. As you see, piles upon piles of snow. It's a winter wonderland, really. The blizzard, however, has one big difference. It has more snow, of course, but it also has a lot of wind that could push you around if you're not careful. So, honestly, this mod is really cool. And you should definitely try it out for yourself. Uh-oh. I think that's the wind. This is the Curse of Embryon mod. It adds a lot of old birds to the planet that you're currently on. As this is also the heatwave weather, which is also added by Lethal Elements Theta. Curse of Embryon and Lethal Elements Theta are not the same mod, by the way. It just happened to be that we got the same thing at random chance. Your vision will not only get blurry the more time you spend outside, you'll also lose a lot of your endurance and your sprinting ability. So keep that in mind when you go to a planet with a heat wave on it. Ever get annoyed about the lightning that strikes you during a stormy weather? Well, with the lightning rod mod, you'll be able to redirect that lightning towards the ship instead of you. Once you buy the lightning rod, you cannot store it, but you can turn it off and on if you want to keep it dangerous for whatever reason. The lightning rod itself tells you how much it's prevented and how much it's prevented in total as well, which is a nice feature if you want that. You ever leave a beehive on the outside of the ship and forget it when you take off? Well, with the Rail Safe Loot mod, you'll be able to protect your loot from being despawned whenever you take it off when it's on the railing. As you can see, it is perfectly safe on the railing still and didn't despawn, which is very cool. Not only this, but you can also gamble your scrap away with the Scrap Gambling mod. As you see, I'm gonna win big right now. Let's go! Come on! Oh. I lost half the value. Well, that's what happens when you gamble, kids. Don't gamble. The next mod we'll be talking about is the Natural Selection mod. This mod adds various interactions between enemies in the game, such as the circuit bees now protecting their hive from eyeless dogs. Or Earth Leviathans now eating more creatures than just us. And it doesn't just end there. Spiders also attack other creatures as well, and other creatures can get stuck in spider webs. And forest giants can now extinguish themselves and also have the ability to be set on fire even when they're dead. So overall, this mod is really cool and really vanilla. It adds a lot more immersion to the game, so you should try it out right now. Next up, the mod Advanced Company allows you to modify your game in many different ways. As you can see, it's kind of like a more company competitor. Now this mod isn't on Thunderstore. It's only on Overwolf and a specific Discord server. So if you want to download it, you'll have to import it as a local mod. It adds several things to the game, such as rocket boots. This mod is super cool and adds various features such as flippers, a lightning rod, a bulletproof vest, and many more things. It also has a perk system, which is also very cool. So honestly, just give this mod out a try. It still works with version 73, and it's honestly better than More Company 10 times. Overall, these mods are really cool, and you should definitely install them right now. I've been Flamsy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!